Hello children, welcome back to computer class. In last session we have studied about the how to create tables inside the MS Word, and in that we have seen how to create a table and how to modify the table. Now in today's session we will see how to format the table, how to add the table design to the table to make it more attractive, and also we will see how to sort the table. So let us start. Now the next part that we are going to see is how to format a table. Okay, means you can change the table design according to your requirements. Whichever design you want, you can apply that using formatting a table and to enhance its appearance. Okay, you can change the row height, you can change the column width, or apply borders or shading to the table, okay, to make the table more attractive. Okay, fine, you will understand it in more detail as you will see the practical uh, recording of this formatting a table. Third topic in this chapter is the formatting in a table. For that, let us create a table once again. Go to insert, move in insert tab, then under insert you have to select the table option, click on table option, and this drop down box appears. Okay, select whichever number of columns and rows you want. Suppose I'm selecting 4 columns and 3 rows. So after selecting the that 4 columns and 3 rows, here on the blank document the table has been created. Fine. Under formatting in a table, we are going to see how to increase the column length or how to increase the row width. Okay, how to increase the column width or how to increase the row height. Okay, fine. So after creating a table, under this table tools option, beside design, this layout tab is there. Under that layout tab, here height and width, two options are given, and this height is used to increase the row height, okay, and this width is used to increase the column width. Okay, fine. Suppose I want to increase the height of the first row. Okay, so click on that row, click on in that row. After clicking in that row, select select this height option. Here 2 arrows are given. Against this height option, 2 arrows are given. Upward arrow is used to increase the height and downward arrow is used to decrease the height. Okay, fine. So if I click on that upward arrow, you can see that the row height has been increased. Okay, and if you click on that downwards arrow, you will notice that your row height has been decreased. Okay, fine. So as I click on that downwards arrow, you will notice that you will notice that row height has been decreased. Okay, fine. Upward arrow is used to increase the row height and downward arrow is used to decrease the row height. Fine. Now if you want to increase the width of that column, okay, suppose I want to increase the width of a particular column. Suppose I want to increase the width of this third column. So click in that third column anywhere, fine, and against this width, this box you can see, and against this width in that box again 2 arrows are given, upward arrow and downward arrow. Upward arrow is used to increase the width and downward arrow is used to decrease the width of that column. So after clicking on the desired column whose width you want to increase, under this against this width, this the upward arrow you need to click. So after continuously clicking, you can see that the width of that third column has been increased. Fine. Now if you select this downward arrow against the width option, if you keep clicking on that width option, you will notice that the width of that third column is been decreasing. Fine. In this way you can increase the row height or you can decrease the row height, and again you can change the column width or you can change the column width. It means what? You can increase the column width or you can decrease the column width. Fine. Now one more method is there to increase the row height or to decrease the column width or vice versa. Fine. Now which is the method? Position the mouse pointer on the grid line until it turns the double-headed arrow. Fine. See, if you bring your mouse pointer towards this grid line of the first row, any of the grid line, fine, any of the grid line, in this first row I am bringing this mouse pointer on the grid line. After bringing this grid line, you have to move, you have to position that mouse pointer such that that pointer turns in this double-headed arrow. Fine. You can see here, after I bring my pointer towards on the grid line, that pointer has turned into the double-headed arrow. So by continuously using the left click, you can decrease the row height or you can increase the row height. Fine. Understood? In this way you can increase the row height, you can decrease the row height or you can increase the row height. Fine. This is the another method. Now suppose you want to increase the column width. Okay, fine. So position the mouse pointer again on that column grid line. Fine. Suppose I want to increase the row column height of that third column. Okay, fine. So I am bringing my mouse pointer on this grid line of the third column. Fine. I have to bring my mouse pointer, I have to adjust my mouse pointer on that grid line such that that mouse pointer turns into the double-headed arrow. Now after it turns into the double-headed arrow, by using the left click continuously, you can increase the column width or you can decrease the column width. Now suppose I want to, here I am typing some text. Okay, fine. Suppose I type here computer. Fine. After entering the text into a cell, suppose I want to align this text towards the leftmost corner or towards the rightmost corner of this cell. So first I need to select this text by using the left click continuously. By pressing the left click continuously and using my mouse pointer, I have selected this text. Fine. Now under this layout option, here you can see the alignment section is there. Okay. In this alignment section, if I select this, if I click on this first option, it says that align top left. Now if you want to align your text towards the leftmost corner, then you can select this first option. If you want to align your text towards the middle, then you can select this second option. If you want to align your text towards the center, after you clicking on that align top center, you can see that your text in that cell has moved towards the center of that cell. Suppose if I want to align that the text towards the right corner, towards the top right corner, then you can select this option, third option. After clicking on that, your text has been aligned towards the top right corner of the cell. Now similarly, if you want that text toward in the center left, okay, in the center left, if you want your text, then click on this second row, first option. It says that center text vertically align it to the left side of the cell. Okay, in the center of that cell, if you want your text towards the left corner, then you can select this option. Fine. Suppose if you want your text towards the center, then you can select this middle option of second row. Fine. You can see that your text has been aligned towards the proper center in that cell. Fine. In this way you can change the alignment of the text to whichever alignment you want. Okay. Now after seeing this alignment in the cell, we will move towards the changing the table design. Fine. Okay. Now the next topic that we are going to see is changing the table design. You can make changes in the design of the table however you want to make the table more attractive. Fine. So let us see how to change the table design. We are moving towards how to change the table design. For that, let us create a table again. Insert, we have to move in insert tab, then under that table option, and using the mouse cursor select the number of rows or columns that you want. Here I am selecting 5 columns and 4 rows. Okay, after selecting that, as soon as you create a table on this blank document, here two more tabs appears, design and layout, and this design and layout are nothing but the table tools. Okay, fine, it comes under the table tools tab. Fine. So as soon as you can see here design tab, under the design tab, here many transitions of the table, many designs of the table are available. Fine. You can have more designs by clicking this downwards arrow. As you click on that downwards arrow, you can see the number of designs of the table. Fine. If you want more designs, then again click on that. If you want more, then again click. Okay, fine. Suppose I am selecting this black and white table design. Okay, so click on this table design. So you can select whichever design you want. Okay, you can also there are more designs available. You can see it by using this upwards arrow or downwards arrow under this design tab. Fine. After clicking on the whichever desired design that you want, after clicking on that, you can see that your table has turned into the design that you have selected. Fine. In this way you can change the table design. And suppose you want to add some additional design in the table. Fine. So as soon as you create the table, here two more tabs appears. One is design and second is layout. These two tabs are nothing but the table tools tab. Fine. You can see these two tabs only when you create the table. So after creating the table, move in this table tools design tab, and you can select here shading option. Shading, if you select, and I have selected here the first cell. Okay, first cell of that table I have clicked here, and under design tab I am selecting this shading option. So you can choose any of the color that you want inside that cell from this shading option. Fine. Okay, here I am selecting this brown color, light brown color I have selected. Fine. So your cell has been turned into the color that you have selected. Okay. Now another more method is there to add the design. Another style is there to add the design, and that is nothing but by adding the borders to the table. So beside this table styles section, here border section is there. Under that border section, click on this border, click on this border option, and here drop down list appears of the borders. Fine. Suppose you have selected this bottom border. Okay, if you have selected this bottom border, you can see that the bottom grid line of this first cell has been a border has been added. Fine. Okay, then you can, if you select the top border, then you can see that the top you can see that the top grid line of this cell has been added with the borders. Okay, in this way you can add borders to the remaining cells of the table. Fine. All borders means all these four grid lines of that cell has been added with borders. Okay. Now if you select this second cell and if you choose this border option, under borders option, if you choose this all borders, okay, all borders have been added with all grid lines of that cell has been added with borders. Fine. Now if you choose this third cell, similarly you can select any of these option and you can see what happens to the table. Fine. Okay. In this way you can add more designs to the table by adding borders to the cell, or you can add borders to whole table. Okay. Now the last topic that we are going to study is the sorting in a table. Sorting means arranging the data in a particular order. Okay. You can arrange the data alphabetically or numerically or by the date with options available in the sort dialog box in either ascending order or descending order. Okay. To learn how to sort in a table, first let us create the table once again. So go to insert tab, under that table option, here I am selecting 2 columns and 4 rows. Okay, fine. So first first column I am giving it as the heading as first name, and in the second cell heading I am giving as last name. Okay, then click on this below cell, second cell of the second row, first cell of the second row. Name I am giving, for example, Ritika. Last name I am giving as Sharma. Then here second name I am giving as, to add the text in that desired cell, in the whichever cell you want, just click on that cell and then keep adding your text. Okay. Second name I am giving as Bharti, and last name I am giving it as Singh. Okay. Then first name I am giving, third name I am adding it as Mahesh. Okay. Then last name I am adding it in the second column as last name I am adding it as Patel. Okay, and this is the table that we have created. And now to learn how to sort the table, first we have created the table. Sorting means arranging the data in the ascending or descending order. Fine. So this is the table we have created now. So you need to go under this table tools bar, select this layout option, move under layout option. After moving under layout option, at the end one data section is there. Okay, so here one option under data section you can see that is sort. So click on that sort option, and as soon as you click on that sort option, this pop-up box appears, pop-up dialog box appears. Okay, fine. Sort by first name, here heading I have given as first name. Okay, and select whether you want to arrange the data in the first name column, you want to arrange the data ascending order or descending order. Here I am selecting it as ascending order. Okay, fine. My table has the heading as in first column heading is first name and second column name is last name. Okay, so here you have, my list has header row. Okay, my table has heading on the first row, so here you need to select this header row. If you are not entered any heading in the table, so you have to select this no header row. Fine. Then after doing this changes in this dialog box, click OK, and as soon as you click OK, you can see that the names that you have created earlier and the names you can see after doing the changes using sorting has been arranged in the ascending order. Okay, as compared to ascending order, according to ascending order, Bharti name comes first, then Mahesh comes, then Ritika comes. Okay, so here your data has been arranged in the ascending order. Okay, sorting is used to arrange your data in either ascending order or descending order. Okay, similarly you can arrange your data in descending order. Fine, understood? Now here we are done with the second chapter of the computer syllabus, that is creating tables in MS Word. Fine, so I'm attaching a worksheet with this video. You need to solve that worksheet and send it on my email. Okay, thank you.